Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Puzzles and More here, and welcome to my Smg4 theory reaction, The Demonic Uprising. Now, I'm recording this before the new Smg4 episode. I'm probably going to put this out by the time the episode comes out or something like that. But anyways, it's going to be an Smg4 theory episode today, and I hope it's going to be good. So, yeah, look at my timer, 1 hour until the new episode. So, and hopefully the start of the What V arc. It's October. Anyways, let's get this theory over with. 3, 2, 1, go. There's Toomp. The pieces have been connecting. Bubble. Oh, that's one of the other theorists. Oh, so she's narrating the part in the Death Cube. There's Vo. I think that's another theorist. Mr. Puzzles. Oh, is this going to be TNC's part or something? Oh, it's Machroma. What's next? Oh, so I think this is gonna be Machroma. Demonic goop. Oh shit. Yeah, it's gonna be all connected, baby. It's gonna be connected.
This connects so well.
Oh, there's Machroma.
Almost too well to
yeah,
be a
he's gonna host Smg4 theory
with
today.
that Waffy coming up soon.
Yes.
And all the hints
recorded
we're
before
getting,
the 2 episodes.
It's not too bold to say that the future of Smg4 could become
here we go.
Demonic.
Oh, I really want the next arc to be a demonic uprising. Come on, do it. The next saga. Oh, a new Smg4 theory intro. Oh, shit. So, is this like a special intro? Hosted, directed by the MLAA. There's a Mr. Puzzles. So, this is the new intro.
Internet, welcome to Smg4
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that. Here we go. Alright, I gotta turn this up.
SMG4's future arcs.
Alright.
I'm your host, Machroma, and I'm here today to tell you about how the demonic goop,
I'm gonna put on captions.
Might make its grand return after over 2 years since it debuted on SMG4.
Yes, it's okay, so it started the whole Puzzle Vision arc, and it's probably gonna end it, hopefully.
In context, we've made 2 shorts on the channel recently.
Yes.
One on
I've
the
not seen them.
And another on the
I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
And on both these shorts, we brought up how these 2 characters could relate to the demonic goop.
There's 2. I put a short saying how many references It's Gotta Be Perfect had in the recent SMG4. There's like 7. There's like 18, 19, or 20 of them.
Creature. You can already see the lines being drawn here.
Yes.
He's highly dangerous given how many crimes he's committed and how easily he can kill and consume other people.
Just like
he
the
also
goop.
makes monstrous growls.
Yes.
And when fused with Mr. Weapons, he
demonic.
sprouted out the exact same tentacles as the demonic goop in Mr.
Yep, I know.
The Death Cube, on the other hand,
that's
a bit more
the
blunt,
mouth.
as it has
it's more of a metal. It's more of like a metal, but when you open it up, it's a mouth. Just like the hole inside Peach's castle.
You literally cannot make this up.
Alright.
The main difference here is that the Death Cube is on the side of good and justice, unlike Toomp and the Goop, which are evil and chaotic.
Yes.
So, with this sprawling amount of evidence
I like the art they
that
got.
the demonic Goop is appearing way more than you first realized, what will this mean for the future of SMG4?
Yeah,
well,
future
because
arcs.
of the ongoing story with the dynamic between Mr. Puzzles
I
and
want this saga to end already. Please.
It's a very high likelihood that the next arc, being Waffy 2025, will not have the demonic goop be the main focus.
What do you mean?
But instead, we could start seeing these teasers getting more and more frequent.
Probably at the end of Waffy.
Show goes
the
on.
next saga.
Picture.
So we got the Cosmology saga, which relates around SMG0 and other stuff. We got the Puzzle Vision saga, which is probably 9 arcs relating to Mr. Puzzles and how he wants friends. The next saga could be called the Demonic Saga or the Eldritch Saga, where there's like a demon king, probably. I don't know. That's just my theory.
It's started with mild appearances like in Puzzle Vision, where the scene of SMG4 and 3 are going through British television.
Yes.
We see the walls being the same as the demonic mouth.
I did not notice that. What the fuck? I did not notice that. Oh my god. I did not notice that.
2024,
yeah, I noticed this one where the song, the goop, and then the puzzle part song.
And at the start of the rap, we see the same mouth.
Yes, I noticed that.
The current arc is an anomaly, because there were no teasers for the goop. But this makes sense, because that whole arc was kind of experimental with it focusing on a side character. It also introduced Mr. Weapons as a new antagonist and was set up for 2025's overall story. Then Guns and Puzzles introduced Toomp
and the Death Cube.
So basically, as the show goes on, the demonic goop will appear more and more frequently until at some point, all hell breaks loose. But anyway, Now we have
I
an
wonder
idea
how
on
it's going to
the
connect
overall
somehow.
setup for the storyline will
How
be.
is it going to set up?
Let's
Please tell
first
me.
readdress what the goop is capable of
All
and
right,
how it behaves.
we know what it's capable
so,
of, but
looking
let's...
back at it's got to be perfect, and let's go visit Peach.
Yep,
we can
these two
analyze the ins and
instances.
outs of the demonic goop's behavior and how it acts as a hive mind of mass.
Yes.
During it's got to be perfect when the goop has a source, which
Yep.
in this case is
Love
the
the art,
fleshy
by the way.
keyboard. Its spreading speed goes on steroids.
Yep,
as it consumes the
steroids.
entirety of Peach's castle in like less than a minute. But
Yes.
the moment its source is destroyed, which I guess we see the
Yeah.
keyboard deactivate and die when SMG4 finishes its perfect video, the spreading pretty much stops entirely as it never seems to spread beyond Peach's castle. Instead, it kind of just made refuge in the giant pit it managed to either dig out, or this big ass cave was just here all the time under the castle. Within it's got to be perfect, we see its texture moving all the time, but here it's all very still, like it's hardened up for protection since it can't spread at breakneck speeds anymore. Now the next major thing to talk about in terms of how it works is that it's made very clear from It's Gotta Be Perfect and Let's Go Visit Peach. This goop is not good to be around for a long time, as this stuff corrupts other life forms, and in It's Gotta Be Perfect, when the goop is at its prime, it can corrupt people very quickly, as SMG4 from the start of the movie to the climax goes from the look of a redditor to being fully consumed by the goop with his veins glowing purple, and even SMG3 having a faster corruption with him being fused with a creature made by the goop. But at least here, he's aware of it given what he says. And for Peach, she had to deal with the more chill and hibernating-like state of the goop. But that didn't make her safe from it. Hell, she got turned into a full-on monster, making her unrecognizable except for her head. So what we can gather from this is that the goop's growth works on infecting everything and everyone it contacts with. Now, with this info fresh in your smooth brains, you may ask, Machroma, does the goop have a goal in mind?
Maybe.
And to that question, my dear viewer, it likely does.
Likely.
And that is survival.
Survival.
Not take over the world or destroy every living being.
Not yet.
We believe the goop is just trying to survive. And how it's achieving this goal is by morbidly corrupting everyone.
Yes, kind of like a Venom, if you think about it.
Since the SMG4 crew have got a strong track record of sending villains to the banished forever box, they managed to survive 2 encounters with the goop. Then the goop needs to come up with some form of plan to achieve its goal of survival. And that's with mutation, which is where Toon and the Death Cube come in. Now, we already discussed how these pieces of goop may have turned into these characters on these 2 shorts here. So go check those out if you haven't already. Now, for these 2 characters, if they are connected to the goop, then they have learned that in order to survive, it needs to adapt to the world of SMG4 and disguise itself so it doesn't get caught and destroyed, meaning that it can spread in secret without anyone realizing it, slowly having more pieces to mutate into different goopy beings, or becoming a part of other beings until being strong enough to return properly, which we believe could be the next movie in 2026. Now that we have an idea of how the goop acts, what it's after, and the setup of this arc, how would it play out? What events will transpire in this arc? And what could it end up doing to the series moving on? Well, let's answer that like any normal theorist would. To not make this video script 50 pages long, we'll just give out a basic start, middle, and end of this arc. So, the beginning. Given at this point, the amount of teasers of the goop's return have made themselves visible. Some of the characters, probably Mario, have begun to notice it themselves through something like a cave adventure, for example. Throughout this, the cave has a spooky vibe to it, with creepy things happening in them. Until by the end of this adventure, it turns out that all these creepy things are happening because of the goop. Which throws us into the arc territory. Throughout the middle, we get the revelation that characters like the Death Cube has the goop in it, and it makes it all corrupted, making it hostile to everything it sees, which would in some way make the Death Cube a major villain-like character, or at least the main puppet of the goop. And this is when we start to also see Toon showing his true colors. But hold it there,
that's a cool art.
This is where things get complicated, as Toon has now grown a father-son relationship with weapons, which gives him a similar conflict to Mr. Puzzles, where he has the choice to either continue the goop's survival plan and use Mr. Weapons like a host with Toon being a parasite, or he will turn his back on his demonic side and embrace what he has now become with weapons, and maybe even Mr. Puzzles if he regains their trust. But the Death Cube, we believe, will not have this conflict, because it is more of a soulless robotic device-like character, and that the goop inside its mouth didn't really mutate at all. So the goop here will very likely infect the Death Cube into some sort of puppet. Back to the basic predictions.
Yes.
After more plot stuff, we see the goop finally awaken once again.
Love it. Oh my god.
The kingdom to go into chaos as the goop gets everywhere. This time, it cannot be sunk into the ground.
No.
It has to be destroyed
cool.
fully. Then comes the end, which would be a movie, like usual. Yep. And this movie is quite the apocalyptic
SMG4 movie, the Eldritch Uprising. That would be a good one.
I'll to it with goop everywhere.
Yes.
And the whole kingdom being in complete disarray. Throughout the movie, the SMG4 cast and possibly
20%. That's what I was thinking in my mind. It would corrupt like 20% of the SMG4 universe.
Maybe even Mr. Puzzles will fight through all the goops.
Oh my god, that would be
amazing.
amazing.
As much ground as they can.
And that's how we get this third potential saga, the Eldritch Saga. And I mean, it would tease like an Eldritch King or something.
Strength to begin properly destroying the goop at a faster rate.
Yeah, I said this in my one of my comments I made on a video, but anyway.
Final battle happens, and obviously because of the good guys will eventually win and vanquish the goop for good. But hey.
But imagine if there might be like a teaser at the end of that movie. If the movie actually happens, then we might get a teaser of the real Eldritch leader behind all of this.
That's just a theory.
An SMG4 theory. Thanks for watching. Oh, that was good. Demonic Rise by Emerald Apple. Yeah, that was good. But yeah, subscribe to SMG4 Theory. I'm gonna probably... Yeah, oh, there's a new podcast channel as well? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I love this channel. It's the weapons being selected. Alright, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the SMG4 Theory video. It really gets me excited for the next, like, what the arc and stuff like that, but we're gonna save that door and the Demonic Uprising for next year. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. This has been Mr. Puzzles and More, short video today. I'll see you for the SMG4 reaction coming at 12 o'clock. See you later, friends!